Hey guys, this video is going to be about 7 reasons why retiring early and traveling is actually cheaper than staying home. And we're starting right now. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Brian. If this is your first time here, this channel is all about tips and tricks for retiring early. So if you want to get notified when we release new videos, press the subscribe and the little bell so you don't miss anything. Alright guys, so let's get right into it. So there's this common misperception that traveling is going to be more expensive than staying home, but we want to debunk that in this video. So let's get right into it. Stick around for number 7, which is one of my favorites, and let's get into number 1, which is health insurance. Most people think when they retire early, health insurance is going to be a big burden on them, but I've made 2 videos showing ways to make it not bad at all. I'll add links in the description below to those videos. And a quick example is, because we're going to be traveling, we can select a country that actually offers universal health insurance to us. So we can select a country to travel to where we will be covered under their plan. Moving on to number 2, it is an exchange rate. Again, selecting a country to go to that has an inferior exchange rate to your currency that you're from. So, for example, I have a friend right now that is in Vietnam where $1 US exchanges to about 23,000 dong. So they went out the other night, had an excellent meal, got some drinks, and they spent only about $10 US for a great time and living like a king. Which moves on to number 3, and that is cost of living. So not only could we have the exchange rate into our favor, but we could have the cost of rent, the cost of food, the cost of services. We could get all these things in our favor, which will help our dollar go even further opposed to if we just stayed at home. Moving on to number 4, and that is because we're retiring early, we're able to go into a lower tax bracket. So for example, if you're working for a company and making around $82,000 in 2018, you're gonna be in the 22% tax bracket. But if you made $22,000 off of long-term investments, long-term simply means over a year, you're only going to be in the 15% tax bracket. And for investments, you're in the 15% tax bracket all the way up to about $425,000. So because we're changing the type of way we're receiving our income, it drastically reduces the amount that we need to pay each year. Moving on to number 5, and that is because we're retiring early and traveling, we can let go of the daily normal expenses, which includes rent, commuter costs, a car, utilities, Wi-Fi, cable, so many things that we normally would have and pay for. But when we're traveling, we don't need those anymore. So our bottom line dollar drastically gets improved because we don't have the normal expenses. Moving on to number 6, and that is freeing up additional cash from the possessions that we will no longer need. So for example, our car, our furniture, our clothing, all these things could be sold on platforms like Letgo and eBay, and we can take that cash and invest it. And so no longer will they be depreciating, but they will actually be bringing in value. So because we're gonna be traveling and having these new experiences and we won't be working, we won't need the same level of possessions to live a great life. And finally, number 7, retirement travel is going to be way cheaper than any traveling you've done before. So for example, let's say you've gone on vacation and you only had a week. That leaves you to fly on the most expensive days. So if you need to fly on a Saturday or Sunday, those are gonna be pretty expensive. But if you're retired, you can fly on a Tuesday, which is generally the cheapest day to fly on. Because you're going to have the flexibility to your travel, you can use that in your favor. And to second this, You're not gonna be doing quick sprints in individual areas where you need to do speedy, expensive travel and you're going to have to stay in a hotel. You can pick up a longer term rental, get to know the area better, can cook, can hang out a bit more and enjoy the culture instead of rushing around and having to pay a premium on the short amount of time you've had on vacations. So by using your newfound flexibility and time to your advantage, you can save a ton of money and have a better experience as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Question of the day, what is your best travel tip? Let me know in the comment section below. And remember, if you want to get updated when we release new videos, don't forget to press the subscribe and the little bell. So thanks again, and see you soon.